Hey, how's it going? How are those levels sounding? Wait for the stream to start going on my other computer. Slight delay. Sounds right to me. If you want me to turn up either my volume or the volume of my the game, let me know in the chat, which I will be monitoring. So, how's it all going, everyone? Yeah, ammo tangled up in my second cord. Alright, so I'm joining you in black and white today. I couldn't find a sepia tone or a red figure or black figure vase tone. I'm about to try and play Apotheon, which I have never played before, but one of the sort of more explicitly classically themed games to come out recently, from 2015. So, ancient history, as a friend just said elsewhere, but, you know, more recent than my PhD, so I consider that quite recent. Alright, let's click on
The gods have abandoned you. What love they once gave is now gone. The sea gives only water. The woods give only wind. The earth gives only dust. Even the midday sky gives only twilight. And with their shepherds gone, the sheep fall prey to wolves. Without the gifts of Olympus, you are lost to the darkness.
Cool. That's a nice conceit there, I guess. The twilight giving the red figure effect. I feel like there should be something I should do on the screen. Oh, here we go. Alright, so that's me. Me in the blue, right? Move back and forth. Crouch. That is. I jump pretty high. If I go in there, no, okay, alright. Let's go here. Alright, what's up here? Let's see. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay.
Ah! Why are they doing this?
Why indeed? Can I say interact with them? Oh. Did I just... Alright, I don't know where that sword came from, but alright. I guess that was his sword, okay. Oh, that was his sword, right. I thought that was the dude's name. Of course. Alright.
This one's
Alright, this is very 300 level of gore. Oh, I can attack forward, I can attack back.
Like,
Oh, okay.
they're taking prisoners, invading houses, and burning anything they can't pillage. I need you wherever you can stick a blade.
Alright, well, I don't know what he said initially, but, cool. Sounds like we're British Greeks.
Secure the village!
Okay, so that's him going up there, and this is kind of hard to... Alright, find the blacksmith, secure the granary.
Check the academy. The old man won't last long.
Alright. A little tricky to see what's going on there, but I guess... maybe I should go down?
Secure the granary. If we lose that grain, we've got nothing left.
Alright, which way's the granary? Down.
Let's go, Nicandrios.
Okay, is that? I'm guessing it's not that way.
Squeal, piggy, squeal! Rally!
Why am I no longer... Okay, this is weird.
I'll cut you!
That looks bad.
Cut him down!
Oh, fuck!
Lay him low! Over here! Got a runner!
Okay, this is... How do I... Ah, this
I'll
is...
cut you! Cut him down!
Sword again. Oh, shit.
Lay him low! Over here!
Alright, well, yikes. Options. Controls? Interact is E. Was that to pick up? I think that was to pick up. Alright, let's give that a go. Back. Get out of here.
Get him! Cut ya! Lay him low!
Hey, why can't I... Those not real swords?
Over here! Help me over here!
Okay.
Squeal, piggy! Give it up!
Ah! Okay. Alright, good. Can I take his stuff? Why am I... Okay, alright. I think I picked up that club, but I don't know how I can use it. Oh, wait. I see. I must have pushed a number somewhere in there. Okay, cool. Well, it looks like I'm going this way now. Why am I looking up? Oh, I see. That's where my thing is pointing. Alrighty.
Hit him hard, hit him low! Help me over here!
Protect your homes!
Rally! You've got nothing!
Okay, so this is the granary way. Where am I supposed to go? Here's the blacksmith. Okay, I've got to get that way. Alright. Oops. Up, bounce up through the stairs in very realistic
Push them back to
manner.
the sea!
Oh, okay, there we go.
Give it up!
Oh, I can just press those fast, right?
Help! Hit him hard, hit him low!
Oh, I can break everything. Okay, I should just be breaking everything, I guess. Maybe not the fire. Just that. Okay, so my mouse pointer controls the direction.
Make sure the blacksmith is alright.
I mean, did you want me to get the granary or the blacksmith, my dude? Well, I guess I'm going to the granary first, because that was what he told me to do first. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, wait, the granary's in the wrong direction? Okay. Does that... No. Does it use... You drop it, I guess, when you... It's a bit weird. That's cool. Intense. Hi Tikitla, how's it going? I can intensely try and navigate this game. Ah, smash the furniture! Oh, milk. Holy root. Alright, well I'm sure that will be useful at some later point. Well, I didn't find the hunter, although I did find his house. Smash the stuff. Ah! Oh, that's to throw. I thought it was to like... I thought it was to hit things really hard. Okay, cool. Oh, there's a bad guy. Ah, go away.
Help us!
Can I just go through here? Maybe not. Yes, maybe. Oh, what is this way anyway, mate? Maybe I should go back. I'm supposed to be helping the people with the granary and stuff. Oh, I see. Okay, alright.
Help me over here!
Hey,
Cut him down! Over here! Got a runner!
where's that guy? Wait, what's he? Okay. I mean, this doesn't exactly seem like I'm helping the people of this place. Tis the genre, I guess.
Help us!
I should be taking... Oh, here's the granary. What's in the granary? Oh.
Help me! They're taking the grain! God, stop them! We don't even have enough to last the season!
Well, I think that might be... It is only among your crops right now, village. Okay. Can we go up here? No. Is that a... That's... there we go. Oh, coins. Get them coins. Oh. Okay. I don't know how I drank that health, but... Oh, I see. So I can go over health. Interesting. My health is... Oh. That was a... Let me see. What's that say? Look. Shift. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's cool. Oops. Alright. So I guess if I can drink health potions and it'll take me over. But then it'll quickly go away. What's that? Nice, okay. Okay, so where's the... What's the rest of the village? The granary. Have I successfully secured it? It's a town, so... I guess I... Yeah. So, this is my first time playing a platformer in, like, I don't know, like, decades? Oh, okay, cool. Let me try and fix that. Mic audio, can I turn that up? Is that any better? Ras Nibbler. How's it going, by the way? I've moved the microphone slightly and I've turned it up a little bit on the on OBS, so that hopefully is a better balance. Chime in if you want me to, if that doesn't work. So I was about to say, this is the first time I've played a platformer probably in as long as I can remember. I certainly am not really, this isn't usually a kind of game that I play very much. Okay, great, thank you. But I understand that this game is a...
Hit him hard! Hit him low!
Metroidvania or something? Is that? Which is not a style I play.
Over it!
But I think, based on my reading of the Waypoint, and my listening to Waypoint podcast, that the gist of it... This guy's got attacks. Is that, I'll have to come back to some of these areas and check them out later once I get certain different abilities, so that's probably why I can't get to that top area, I'm imagining.
Rally! Cut him down!
Alright, turn the game sound down a little bit. I will do that. How about that? How's that balance? Just gave it a little tweak down.
Help me over here!
Oh, that was brutal. Yikes. Oh.
Over here! Got a runner!
Oh, javelin in the face. Unpleasant. Ooh. Oh, so this is where they're coming from. These punks. Whoever these raiders are. Yeah, so I know of these games, but I'm definitely not an expert. Or rescue prisoners. Okay. So yeah, I've been meaning to play this game for a while. I mean, you can tell from the graphic style why it would be of interest to me as a classicist, even if the subject is, like, regardless of how kind of realistic, I guess, historically accurate the subject material is.
Over here!
It definitely fits into a class of game that has... Oh, yikes. Started to become a bit more common. That is this sort of genre of the...
Gods have mercy!
oh, can I destroy that? No. Okay, this genre of the killing the gods type game. I need a boat hold key, of which this definitely, as I understand it, although I'm at the moment haven't found that out in the plot, is very much part of. Which is an entirely modern kind of type of plot, I guess.
Help us!
But things like God of War. Can I... Oh, I see, cool. That's how I roll. That's how I roll! Ho! Yeah.
Another one for the market. Bet you do well in the arena.
We'll see. I don't think I would do particularly well in the arena, actually, mate. Oh. Oh, yeah, there we go. Finish your shield. Ah, I do like them coconuts.
Gods have mercy!
It's somewhat research for a class. I am teaching a class later this year on Troy. in video games? In games, sorry. And so this is not like exactly about Troy, but being about sort of a classical mythological theme is pretty close. Do I get all these? Sweet.
Gods help us!
So how do I get through this?
Gods have mercy!
There is also a
Help us!
there's a book that came out relatively
Why are
recently.
they doing this?
Nice. Like this year, by Rollinger. Is it Andrew Rollinger? I can't remember his first name. I haven't read it yet, but it's an edited
Gods
volume
have
on
mercy!
classics of video games. And there is a... Does that mean I got everything there? Let me go back. I think that does. Yeah, cool. And so, having played the game before I read the article, the chapter in there that's about this game is kind of useful, not necessary, but
Over here!
But I've been meaning to play it for a while, so all these raiders anyway. Ah, no. Okay, alright, good. So this seems like a good
Help me over here!
opportunity. In these times of working from home.
Over here!
And
Gotta
avoiding-
run him! Cut him down!
This is quite slow. Let me change back to my knife. Nope. Okay, I think I failed to change back to my knife. Wooden horse expansion. Yeah, I think there's when I was googling around about this game earlier, it looked like there's another one called Apotheon Arena. So maybe there is like I don't know what the theming of that is at all. Whether it's just the same but a kind of like
Gods have
two-player
mercy!
or multiplayer kind of situation.
Gods have mercy!
Where am I supposed to be going here? Apothecary, Hunter, Granary. Did I get the... I guess I didn't secure the Granary. Oops. Ah. Alright. Get back the way we came.
Help me over here! Over here!
So yeah, not entirely research for a class, but also not entirely unrelated. Wait, can I... Alright. Okay, I don't know if I can change back to a different type of sword. Oh, that's unpleasant. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh no. I feel like... Oh, that's interesting. There's definitely way more control of exactly where you're... Nice. Pointing than I thought there might be.
Squeal, pig!
You transfer started and support my wife in the healthcare role. Yeah. I know what you mean. It's especially if someone in your sort of household is in a
Get it!
kind of like either high risk of like either high risk or in a situation where they're going to be
I can still crackheads like the old days.
yar.
Why are you standing there in nothing but your skin? That thick skull of yours as good as a helmet?
I got a shield.
I think I got some old leathers in the back you can wear. Grab me that coin box, would you? I want to make sure you can cover the costs.
Alright.
Here, try these on. Cover up that greasy hide of yours.
Damn. Alright. Cool. Sorry. If somebody is in a situation in a type of like role where they're likely to like run into either a lot of people or specifically some people or something like that. Anyways, so we haven't specifically gone to online classes yet, but it's really only a matter of time. Paper. Are you doing that paper in some kind of institution that's doing online classes?
This one's mine. Help me over here!
Over here!
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Have you found, like, have they been helpful with,
Help me over here!
like, trying to be supportive of this kind of situation? Or, I mean, I guess they're used to distance teaching, so for them it's probably kind of business as usual, I guess. For us, it's very much, like an emergency situation rather than like
Don't be scared. Lay down those
usually.
weapons. Rally! Protect your homes!
If you struggle...
Nice. Is that destroyable? Woo. Destroying all the statues.
Give it up!
This destroying everything to get stuff thing is something that I guess it comes with the genre, but I wish that maybe games would be a little bit more imaginative with different ways of doing it that supported certain historical periods or genres better. It certainly always feels wrong when you are playing a game like this or like Assassin's Creed and you're incentivized to absolutely loot everything, even things that are maybe shouldn't be looted like that, like a
Gods help us! Help us!
So in Assassin's Creed, like, you can loot temples and there's no downside to that, which is, I guess, part of the way that it Oh, interesting.
Please have mercy!
Cool. Part of it's sort of modernist understandings of everything, rather than actually sort of trying to replicate parts of the ancient world more realistically. Oh, a torch. I had to put away my shield for that. Offhand Q. Oh, cool. So I can switch to my... oh, that's not very useful. What is up? Is there anything up? No, okay. Well, it's this way as well. Oh, multiple directions.
Over here!
I really like what it's doing with light here. It's very cool. A little hard to see what's going on sometimes, but... And it's not like these games are specifically trying to be historically accurate anyway, so it's certainly not something that I necessarily think less of a game for, but it would be nice to see a little bit more experimentation with some of that stuff. I guess that's an issue with games generally. I think it's easier to play it safe. Little indie games like this definitely sort of able to do some more interesting stuff that AAA games don't feel like they can because they need to make millions of dollars.
Over here!
Oh. But the same thing
Good
here.
heavens! Nicandrios! I doused all the lamps and hid up here before they could find me. I'm fine, but you look dreadful. Come closer, my boy. Here, let me show you how to mix a soothing tonic for your wounds.
What? Yeah, nice. That's very good. So yeah, so my wife is playing The Witcher 2, and there's this particular quest line where there's a guy who wants a lot of harpy feathers, and the trophy that you get from that is quite humorous. So that was my little moment of laughter there. So Grass and the Bliss says, trouble is, if you're not trying to be historically accurate, then it falls into appropriation. Yeah, it's an interesting question. That of appropriation generally, but also particularly of like an ancient culture that doesn't exist in the same form anymore. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Oh, can I not assume? No. I'm not. I don't really. Yeah, I don't. Like, I think I was saying, I don't care so. I don't find the question of like, is this game historically accurate, to be particularly interesting, because the answer is usually no, and that's about it. A more interesting. Oh, was there a way that I could have gone there? How was the? Was there a side thing? Let me try that again. A more interesting question is like, and this is one that I talk to students about and I get them to analyze games. It's not like, is the game, like to reframe it, it's not, is the game doing something like good or bad? Like, because that's essentially what the question is in a way. But what is the game doing? So what does Apotheon gain from having destroyable things all over the place? Right, what's the gameplay doing, and what historical arguments does that make? Because I don't know if it's. Have I been in here? I think I have. Yeah, I just don't know where it doesn't really get us very far. Just to think, like, oh, this game is or is not historically accurate.
Push them back to the sea!
Cut him down!
An exception to that would be if somebody is specifically making an argument based on the game's historical accuracy, in which case the historical accuracy or not of the game, and usually not, is relevant then, because it's has a particular
Help me over here!
bearing on that. Yeah.
Cut him down!
What was that button I pushed to see my offhand weapon? That Q. Alright, let's get that shield back up. Okay, so where am I supposed to go now? I still didn't secure the granary. Okay. This is interesting. Here's the shit, what's the name of that? The famous Zeus shipwreck. Do you remember the name of that? Yeah. Sometimes reconstructed with a trident up here and called Poseidon, but as far as I know, the current, certainly last time I heard, the most recent argument for that was that it was Zeus, because Zeus with a lightning bolt would be in that position, whereas his tridents are not used as kind of thrusting weapons in that way.
Protect your homes!
No. I think I got confused about who I was then. Ooh. Okay, how do I think I'm lost. Oh, I see.
Gods, have mercy!
Let's go, Nicandrios.
Yeah, in terms of historical accurate games, Grasnobler says Darklands, medieval Germany. Yeah, I don't know, I haven't heard of that one, so it's not, I'm not familiar with it. Medieval games and classical games in particular have
Help me over here!
like some potential problems with
Help me over here!
the way that they often don't
Protect
make
your home!
use of the most recent historical research, which, you know, again, blah blah blah. But then if they are claiming, like some of them do, to be like particularly based in historical research, and then it turns out that, well, actually they're based on like a reading of Edward Gibbon or something like that. It's like, okay, well, we use Edward Gibbon to oh nice, okay, cool, to talk about Edward Gibbon's time, not to talk about the fall of the Roman Empire, for example. I'll hide this little tree.
Hit him hard, hit him low.
Micropros in the 90s. Yeah. I feel like I missed something here. Oh, objective complete. No, okay, right. That was just what I had to do. Alright. I'm kind of curious what the new Baldur's Gate is going to look like, thinking about, not about historical games, but games from the 90s. 48 hours to download a patch from the US on dial-up. Those are the days.
Hit him hard, hit him low.
Hit him hard, hit him low.
Give it up.
This, where am I? Okay, gotta go back and find the hunters.
Push them back to the sea.
I did find when I moved. So this is my first stream from New Zealand actually. So I'm going to be interested to kind of look over this again and see how the bandwidth is. Oh, what's that? Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, interesting. I forgot what I was going to say.
I went hunting yesterday.
Oh God!
Didn't see a single deer. Went to hunt this morning. Didn't see any rabbits. No birds singing either. There was always the bird songs in the mornings. Peep, cheep, cheep, tweet. Lots of rats though. People like rat meat, right? I hear them bandits upstairs. Don't you worry. I'll keep all the rat meat safe. Don't worry. I'll keep the wine safe too.
I'm sure you will, dude. Yeah, somebody the other day was talking about the voice acting in this, I think, and saying it was pretty good, and I'm quite liking it so far. Have I got everything in here? Yes.
You there, with me. Their leader is on the warpath. We need to rally to the temple.
All right.
Help us!
Oh. Let's
Protect your homes!
So this way, I think so. I went this way before, didn't I?
Forwards! To the temple!
Well, mate. Yeah, the fact that this game isn't particularly like testing graphically, although it is very pretty. I don't know how well it comes across, but the texture on this is pretty good. Is part of the reason why I thought it would be a good one for streaming, to be honest. Craft Greek fire to break open cracked wall. How do I craft? I see. Right, it's written on the wall right there. Okay. Make a bunch of Greek fire. Okay, so that's the wall, I guess. Nice. Thank you. Yes, the Artemisian bronze. Yep, that's it. That's what that the Zeus with the lightning bolt is. Tal1XX argues that it never had a thunderbolt nor a trident and is a mix of Zeus and Poseidon. And the artist knew there'd be a debate. Is that published? Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, this guy's my guy.
Give it up!
I quite like that statue as a thing to talk to students about in myth class, especially the sort of that ambiguity of it is a useful.
Help me over here!
Cut him
point, I
down!
guess. I'm always looking for things that illustrate the sort of different ways, I guess, that ancient people think about mythic stories as compared to the way that people in the modern world often try and find like the truth about the myth. Also relates to this what I was talking about before, I guess, about the historical accuracy of the game being less important than the argument that it's making.
Lay him low!
You got nothing!
There's a lot of little micro arguments you can make in this about particular like weaponry and ways of seeing
Don't be scared.
Architectural features. Probably the most interesting thing about oh. Yikes.
Lay him low! Over here!
kind of a hectic there. Is the way that it interacts or shows kind of the interaction between mortals and gods? I think that's one of the things that I'm most interested about this game, actually. Where was I before I started running away? Yeah, okay, whoops. Come on. Q for the elephant.
Give it up!
Stop on this, take a look at the map here, we see. I have no idea where I am on that map. Alright, up we go. Heads carved from rare hydra bone. These arrows split into 3 shafts when loose. Yes, yes, as attested by Thucydides, obviously. No. Oh, well, I picked up a key somewhere. Oh no, a lockpick. Ah, cool. Oh, what's that? Oh, nice. That's cool. I sing of golden throned hero whom Rhea bear. Or Queen of the immortals is she, surpassing all in beauty. She is sister and wife of loud thundering Zeus, the glorious one, whom all the blessed throughout high Olympus reverence and honor, even as Zeus who delights in thunder. Homeric hymn 12 to Demeter. Do I have that on the shelf here? I wonder whose translation this is. I don't think I have my copies of the Homericans here. I think they're in my office. I'm going to screenshot that. So, one of the things that it's useful to do is when you're, if you're thinking about like doing game research academically or what have you, is to I guess be mindful of things that you might come across. I have no logbooks, damn. In the game that might be useful
Over here! Got a runner!
in detail. So I just took a screenshot of that because I feel like the way that
You've got nothing!
no. What? Heal.
Cut him
No,
down!
health meters. Oh, seed craft more. Okay, there we go. Alright. Yeah, get that hydra action. Yeah, so as I said, one of the things that I think might end up being most interesting about this game is the way that it handles the relationship between gods and mortals, and so if it's citing Homeric hymns, then that is an interesting kind of part of that equation.
Lay 'em low.
Lay 'em low!
Hydras only existed for as long as they did. Because Greece didn't have 1080. Okay. Is that where it came in? Okay, there's clearly a lot of this I haven't explored yet. Oops. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Heracles would have had a much easier job, I guess. Although the part of the point of the Hydra, I suppose, was that its blood was poisonous as well, so maybe it was the 1080 all along. Speaking of Heracles, I guess I can talk now. Oh, that's the one I couldn't get through earlier. Just then.
Lay 'em low.
Oops. What's going on here? Oh, Dionysus on the back of an ass. That's pretty cool.
Don't be scared. Lay down those weapons. Cut him down! Help us!
Actually. Oh, look. Save. Oh, I'm glad I noticed that product. That is definitely something that I am finding frustrating, actually, with playing The Witcher 2. Is that back in the bad old days of
Give it up!
the 2000s, games weren't as good about auto-saving at regular intervals. Okay, so I came the other way on that before. Oh, Vampire the Masquerade Vendetta. I don't know anything about that. Is that the new video game version that they're doing? Oh, that looks useful. Oh. Like...
God save us! They sealed the door behind them, but I have the spare key. Take it! Take it!
That's this... Okay, alright. Well, I'll take it. And I'll smash all your stuff! Because apparently that's what I do in this game. Yeah, I am well out of touch with White Wolf in most of their doings these days, and Onyx Path and so on. Okay, so there's a thing the other day we went through. Oops. Dinosaurs Princess is doing pretty well. Actually, that reminds me that I have to email the printer because we're getting a second print run done, and that. God damn it. Yeah. Okay. I have to find out where that's at. I suspect being delayed is probably where that's at, actually. So I've already come through this. I've already come through this. What's done here? It's still kind of familiar. Oh, I have to go up there. Okay. Alright. Oh, Vampire RPG without a GM. That's interesting. Yeah, if you are interested in like RPGs without GMs, then you should definitely check out Iron Sworn, which I have a physical copy of, which is super cool, and just came out with a second supplement. That is funny. Oh yeah. Highly recommend this game. I ran it at Capcom recently. It supports 3 modes of play. It supports traditional GM'd mode of play. It supports one where the everybody is GMless, or also GM full, where everybody is cooperatively doing the GM kind of role with help from some oracles in the game. And oracles in the sense being random tables or pick lists. And it has a solo play where you do that, and I might do a little solo game of it myself, actually, to see how that plays, and particularly because I'm curious about seeing if I can adapt the sprawl for that. So that might be for that style of play, I mean, might be a useful thing in the current sort of moment. Alright, let's go through this door.
Why are they doing this?
Indeed. Oh, you. I missed what he said. I wish. I don't have the right weapon. I don't have any weapon. Oh my god, what's going on here? I feel like I have done something terribly wrong. I took a look at Tabletopia the other day, and it must have been having some sort of like connection issue, which I'm not surprised at, to be honest. There's probably a lot of people looking at Tabletopia right now. How do I? Okay, I don't. Okay, I gotta look at the options yet. Yeah, because I couldn't see what was on there and what was happening, so... Oh, it's a wheel. Okay, right. That makes sense. Alright. I think mouse wheel is gonna... Yep, alright, there we go. Cool. That would have been useful to know earlier. Maybe a little dagger. Okay, I don't want a dagger, I don't want a spear. Yeah, so I need to look at that again.
And so, a champion is born. A lone bright ember glowing from within a dying hearth. Arise, my chosen. Arise, Nicandrios. You stand before Hera, fairest amongst all goddesses, divine queen of Olympus. Under the shadow of the mountain, humanity gasps its last breath. The gods have abandoned you. Zeus, king of gods and men, my husband, has turned his back on your people. He has broken the sacred contract between deities and mortals. He has betrayed you.
I'm taking screenshots of
You
this,
see,
by the way.
we are alike, you and I. Wife and son, wounded by husband and father. Unfaithful in matrimony, he discards his oaths for lesser creatures. Irresponsible in patriarchy, he discards his mortal subjects, like an ungrateful child tossing away his toys. The law of Zeus is absolute, and the Olympians are compelled to obey. Without the seeds of Demeter, your crops fail. Without the grace of Artemis, your forests are barren. Without the gaze of Apollo, your minds stumble in darkness. But I, as queen, am not so easily cowed. Step to the altar, Nicandrios.
Right. We find out why these raiders are
I
attacking.
present to you a choice.
Oh, good.
Ascend Mount Olympus, strip these callous gods of their power, and cast down Zeus from his lofty throne. Stand up to the cruel deities of Olympus and earn your people's salvation. Or remain here, without the gifts of the gods, and watch your world turn to ashes. For too long has my husband escaped the consequences of his actions. But together, we will take what is owed.
Yeah, I quite like this light patterning on the plaster wall effect that they've got going on there. It's like subtle but very nice. Yeah, Tabletopia hitting a lot of traffic. Yeah, I imagine so. Alright, well here I am in Olympus, above the clouds. Still clearly a mountain. Lots of birds. Long distances. Oh, little black figure cutscene. Alright, so that's where I gotta go. What's this? No, I'm just gonna stay on warrior difficulty. I haven't died yet, but I feel like that's more from luck than good management. Yeah, sorry, I decided to not remain here. Oh. Oh, cool. Zephyr, god of the west wind, can be called upon to carry the deities of Olympus from one area to another.
By mandate of Zeus, father of gods and men, king upon the mountain, the Olympian gates are open to all deities who seek refuge here. Though your domains on earth lie in ruin, Zeus welcomes you into his home during this time of transition. Once the mortal issue has been resolved, you will all be free to return to the earth. As guests of Zeus's hospitality, strict adherence to his laws is expected. Violence and theft will be met with the wrath of Olympus.
Alright, that's interesting. Alright, here we go. Zeus from the many-folded peak of Olympus told Themis to summon all the gods into assembly. She went everywhere and told them to make their way to Zeus's house. There was no river that was not there except only Okeanos. There was not one of the nymphs who lives in the lovely groves, and the nymphs of the river springs, and the nymphs of the grassy meadows who came not. Those all assembling in the house of Zeus, cloud gathering, took places amongst the smooth stone cloister walks. I forget which part of the Iliad that is from. Again, screenshot for later.
Better bolt your doors. I just had 4 cases of apples stolen.
I hear the war is going well. Won't be long before we can go back home.
Okay, plume of hero required. Well, maybe I'll go into the Agora first here. There seems to be a lot of things going on here. Oh. Alright. Find the bow of Artemis, the lyre of Apollo, and the sheaf of Demeter. No lockpicks. I need some lockpicks. Screenshot that as well. Goddess of seed, no fruits abundant, fair harvest and threshing are your constant care. Nurse of all mortals who first joined ploughing oxen to the yoke and gave men what nature's wants require, with plenteous means of bliss which all desire. From the Orphic hymn to Demeter. Okay, interesting. Is that what I'm supposed to be looking for? Sheaf of Demeter, bow of Artemis. Yeah, well, maybe I'll start with that. Oh. This is pretty cool. Actually, kind of running behind these sheaves of wheat here. Definitely gives me, even though in vastly different graphic style, a kind of similar vibe to Assassin's Creed Origins in the afterlife levels.
Oh? Who disturbs the sorrow of my house? A mortal. Come to us for my blessings of growth, I suppose. Alas, I can no longer give such gifts. The fields of men shall forever lie fallow. Zeus has split the heavens from the earth, mortals from gods. Even if I were to break the edict of Zeus, I only hold half the solution. My powers lie with the ripening of things already set in motion. The power of new life, of spring, I gave to my precious daughter Persephone. She reigns far below with Hades, lord of the dead. There she will stay, as Zeus commands. The sweet touch of spring will never bless the soil again.
Alright. Descend to Hades. Alright, well, maybe I can... let's go... Did I really look this way? I did, yeah, okay. Let's find an entrance to Hades, I guess. Oh, whoops. What's this abandoned? No, no lockpicks, okay. Gotta find some lockpicks, still. Okay. I think I gotta go the other way. Refugee colonies, okay. No, also locked.
Hey, put that away!
Watch it there.
Don't start trouble.
Halt! You have broken the laws of Olympus. Pay tribute or submit to the judgment of Zeus.
Brandish my weapon!
You there! Stop!
You won't get far!
Stop! In the name of Zeus!
Oh shit. That sounds bad.
Get it! Over here! Halt!
Things look grim for a hero. Slug at the ceiling potion. Run! Run!
Help! You there! Stop!
Oh, there's a lot of them. Alright, I guess I really shouldn't have broken that thing. I wonder if I can get out of here. Oh, travel. Cannot travel when in combat. Okay, fine. Is there any escape to be had?
Leave me alone! Help!
I kind of suspect there's no escaping this, but... Oh, no health meters. Oh, alright. Well, this is... bad.
Damn, I lost him. Intruder! You there, stop!
You won't get far.
Little odyssey break here. Mount Olympus, where they say is the abode of the gods that stands fast forever, neither is it shaken by winds, nor ever wet with rain, nor does snow fall upon it, but the air is outspread clear and cloudless, and over it hovers a radiant whiteness. Therein the blessed gods are glad all their days, and their guards chase after Nicandros.
Stop! In the name of Zeus!
And here he makes his last stand. That's dramatic. That was cool. Don't smash things in Olympus. That's the lesson. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So it did a little auto-save there, I think. Alright, let's go this way and not smash anything this time, eh? I was just about to smash those. Good. What's in the refugee common house? I thought that door was locked before. I wonder if this is also...
Watch it there.
Okay. Maybe it was just a different door. No way I can't... That should be a climby thing, I thought. Okay, well it's just stuff to smash up there anyway, so... Clearly that's not a option. I wonder if I'm allowed to smash things when no one's around. I'm gonna wait for that door to close for a little. How do I feel? Do I feel... Okay, so that's okay, you can smash stuff when nobody's looking. Sweet. Oh, damn it.
Help!
Okay, alright, this time I might just pay
Very wise. We'll be watching you.
We'll be watching you. Alright, well.
It's good to see so many guards on patrol. It makes me feel safer.
Okay. So what's in here? The Agora Market.
With all the earthquakes, plagues, and famines we're throwing at them, I'm surprised the mortals have lasted this long.
Looking for some personal protection? Can't be too safe nowadays.
What will you sell me? War arrows? Olympian darts? Heroic Zephos. Fit only for hero Greece. Champion Sagaris. Hoplite Dodo. Is this different to the one I already have? That's my question, I guess. Bronze Mace. Sarissa. I'm kind of tempted by this very long pike, but I think I'm good right now, actually. Armor merchant, though. Oops. Sorry. Accidental. No, he doesn't like me. Let's go up here for a little bit.
Protect yourself with Olympian artisan armor.
Alrighty, what do you got? Composite braces, light helmet, linen wraps, leather tunic. Oh, leather tunic. Where's my money actually? Is that it there? Nope, because I could buy that. Alright, well that's fine. Oh, I can just keep buying up. That's cute. Scroll Keeper's office key.
Intruder!
Oh. Yep, they don't like it.
Stop! In the name of Zeus!
You
won't
there!
get
Stop!
far. Over here! Get him! Help!
Yeesh. One thing I'll say about this, well, I don't know if it's the graphic style actually, because I generally have this problem anyway that sometimes when you're in close quarters like that, I lose track of which one is me. Oh, wait. Oh, so it saved as soon as I went in there. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's try not to,
Protect yourself with Olympian artisan armor.
Alright. Let's play the same ones. I won't pick that lock.
We'll be back on Earth before you know it. Then
Oil
it'll
up.
be just
Today
like
you
old
train with the
times,
best.
Before the humans.
Oil up. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I want to get some spear levels. I don't know how much coin I have. Well, that'll loot. Yes, because that's all my coin.
Bring me the proper herbs and reagents, and I'll set to work on any potion you need.
Cool. I wonder if I can...
Help!
Ah, damn it. Nope.
Intruder! You won't get far.
Stop in the name of Zeus. Get him!
Please don't hurt me!
You there! Stop!
Over here!
Oh, lockpicks. That's what I want. I need lockpicks. Okay. I guess I got away with that one. Ha ha ha. What are you? Oh, black market merchant. Black market.
My network can get you just about anything for a price.
Alright, Varus, what do you got? Hydrofangs and assassin stash key. Well, I'll wait.
Help! Help!
I think that's... Is that all of the guards here? I think I can...
Leave me alone!
With so many gods on Olympus now, it's no wonder there isn't enough room for all of us.
Halt!
Oh,
You have broken the laws of Olympus. Pay tribute or submit to the judgment of Zeus.
Oh, the golem.
Very wise. We'll be watching you.
It's good to see so many guards on patrol. Makes me feel safer.
Good times. Oh, that's not that lockpick. How do I get it? Oops. There we go. Cool. Oh, yikes. Alright. Little arrow trap. Guardhouse key. And a quote from this. And so Zeus cut from the hands of the Hecatonchires 3 times 10 times 100 knuckles. From the bones he crafted a legion of loyal sentinels to watch over Olympus and ensure peace in these troubled times. I see, right, so they've just made this up. Okay. So we've got to find the lyre, and we've got to go down to Hades still. What's in this house?
Didn't much care for those humans anyways, always urinating in my river.
Good times.
Help!
Travel. Where do I travel to? Cute. I see, so I can teleport. I bet I can find my way through all of these platforms to be fair. Maybe I just go to no order. Oh, I see. I have to just go to the order. All right, got it. Let's see. Into the barracks because I have the key.
You there! Stop! Over here!
You won't get
in the
far.
name of Zeus! Halt!
so they get annoyed as soon as you go into the barracks. Makes sense, I guess. Oh, oops. Hello. Is this shield better? Oh, what was this? Purple. Yes, these famous ancient Greek sentry guns.
Get him! You won't.
You there!
Far.
Stop!
Over here! Stop in the name of Zeus!
Sarissa in the face. I left a mark. Big splattery mark. Alright, well, I didn't feel like I need to mess around with this. Come back later. Here's Hades. Oh, no, down this way. This looks likely. Into the sewers. Poor Hades. He's getting a raw deal. Have to go to the sewers to get to his house. Sure what is going on here. Who these people are? They don't look like the other guards. Oh, yikes! They definitely seem to want to hurt me though. Not happy with my presence in the sewers.
Didn't much care for those humans anyways. Always urinating in my river.
I'm still in the land of... how can I not climb this? Okay, interesting. Alright, can I get across to the other side? Oh, yes I can. Greek fire. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Forgot I already hit it.
With so many gods on Olympus now, it's no wonder there isn't enough room for all of us.
This seems Hades-ish. Ooh! What's going on here? I'm just gonna keep hitting him. Alright. Don't know what those were. But I'm pretty sure we're in Hades now. Oh, ghosts. Ghosts, bro. These guys are. Oh, meat though. Ooh. I guess it was your meat. No. No. Oh, that's unpleasant. Is there a place where I can start a little fire so that I can fight this guy with a shield? Probably not. Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. Oh. Alright, phew. It's a little tricky. I definitely prefer to have a shield to fight that dude. Is this the way I came already? This, I think this is the way I came in. Yeah, okay. Oh. Ugh, yikes. Oh, Novus. Okay, whew. Glug, 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 glug. Actually, just have a quick little save here. Hello. Nice. Very nice. Switch off into Q. Okay, alright. Oops. Oh, I see. It had automatically equipped that. Alright, well, that's not ideal right now. Alright, down we go. Ooh, hello. Nice, Euripides Alcestis. I see him there at the oars of his little boat in the lake, the ferryman of the dead, Charon, with his hand upon the oar, he calls me now. What keeps you? Hurry, you hold us back. He is urging me on in an angry impatience. There was a... I don't think it's recorded, but there was a reading of Alcestis on Twitch this morning that a friend of mine participated in. If you look back through my Twitter feed, you'll be able to see a link to it and the people responsible. I don't know if they record their sessions or if they are just sort of ephemeral, but if you're interested in more sort of poetry readings, then or dramatic readings, then they're doing some more, I think, over the next few weeks.
What's this? A live one, hmm? You want to cross the Stygian River, you pay old man Charon. Once across, don't expect to ride my boat back again.
Fair enough. Pay the boatman.
Not my place to pass judgment, only to get you to the other shore.
Alright, let's see it. Here we go.
Terrible things happening up above. The dead washed down like water to the river. Only some got coins to cross, though. The rest just have to wait.
Here's Hades.
Few living feet have stood on Charon's ferry, although all have sought favors from the master of the dead. You are the same as they, I'd guess. Lord Hades will welcome any audience, living or not, but first you must reach the gates of his house. River Styx, with hatred of wrongs. You have me to thank for your crossing. Lethe, with forever sleeping oblivion. Acheron, with the agony of loss. Cocytus, with the wailing of tears. And Phlegethon, with flames of the pyre. Cross the 5 rivers of Hades, cross the facets of death. I don't expect to see you return in flesh and blood, but seeing the spark of life again brings some color to this grey old man.
Alrighty. I guess my objectives are to do those various rivers. Yep. Cool. I guess those things are when I generate something that I can't pick up. So my inventory is full or something? Alright, there's a travel thing. Oh, hello. I see. I just have to kind of run. Or maybe, no, he's reforming. Okay.
Warmth. I can...
Oh, shit. Okay.
We're so cold. I feel...
Let's go down here. Oops. No, that's not a thing I can go. Okay. Alright, here we go. Ah, right. Is that like a 3 thing? Yeah, group fire.
Touch of skin. I just want to feel again.
Oh, wait, I should not be using those bombs.
Please. Warmth. I can feel. We're so cold.
Oh, yikes. Roll, 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 roll!
Just want to feel again.
Okay. Okay. What is this? For Hades is mighty in holding mortals to account under the earth, and he observes all things and within his mind inscribes them. Aeschylus Eumenides. They've done a pretty good job of like seeding these little classical notes around here.
How I miss.
That's right. Oops.
We're so cold. Warmth.
Oh, whoops. Okay. What's this way then? Into the House of Hades. Okay. Oh, and that's yeah. Okay, so I have to go to the things before I can go back here. Oh, yikes. Oh, wait. Okay. Alright. Nice. No, not good at this. Alright, there we go. Okay, there we go. Right. Climbing up these slightly annoying platforms.
Want to feel again.
I feel entered.
Alive.
What's up here? sealed. Okay, well, I think it's 6, so I think I'm going to call it a day there. Let me just save this. Save it over that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting, those of you who chatted, and I'll be back to the gloomy realm of Hades at some point, quite possibly tomorrow. Until then, stay well and have good evenings, or whatever appropriate time of day it is in your time zone. How do I get out of here? We go. Alright. Ciao. Walate.